What's up, everybody? Welcome into the Token and the Truth. I am Lady Drea Renee. It's going to be a great Tuesday because I'm joined by my so cool host.
Man, that's ready to be right back like we left up another Tuesday night. Not quite 9, but it's close enough. We here. We were rushing to make it, and we almost made it. But we're here. Thank you for being here with us. Guys, got another great show. Another great show today. You know what I mean? Got some great topics. We're gonna dive into. So I was at this gig deep in Jersey, doing something with Verizon. I was telling one of the girls about I'm like, I gotta.
You're cracking.
Huh?
You're cracking a bit.
I'm cracking.
You're cracking.
Crack-a-lacking.
You crack-a-lacking, Freddie.
Oh God, what is?
Yeah, that's why we were late, guys, because Freddie had some issues on his audio. Okay, I'm just kidding. I've been running around on the airport.
So but I was telling this girl about the. I was like, I was there and I was trying to hurry up and get done, and so because I had to drive like an hour and a half back to New York from Jersey where I was to get back, and and I was telling her about the podcast. Like, oh, what's the podcast about? I was telling her how we started, like our situation and how we even got into it. You're like, wow, and then I mentioned to her your terminology, your medicinal.
Okay.
So I was like, I was telling her about how initially, I was telling her like, so initially she started out as a modern woman, but she's kind of evolved into a medicinal woman now. And she's like,
what's a medicinal woman?
No, she didn't say like that. She's like, what's medicinal? I mean, she's very, how do I say it? Very, Caucasianoid.
She is a Caucasian.
Yes.
Okay,
very.
Okay, got it.
Very. Yeah, she like somebody said this the other day. I'm like, oh, I get it. She's Patagonian. She's Patagonia Caucasian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She's not white.
Yes, I got it.
Right. And so like she was asking about how she was like when I said that to her, like she was like, oh my God. Additional, because she's the type when she was like, I like when a guy opened my door and he's a gentleman, but then she was like, she was in Russia, and in Russia apparently the men carry the women's bags for them too, like your purse or your bag, like they carry that for their woman as well. It's very traditional. And she was in acting class over there, and the teacher didn't let the women move any furniture. Only the men can move furniture. She didn't really like that.
That sounds very, very Russian to me.
we know. I feel like you probably dated an Eastern European Russian before.
I actually have. Yeah, I've dated a Russian man before. And in poker, there's a lot of Russians. And when I was traveling in Europe, definitely saw that. But there is a flip side to these very traditional situations. There is. Because the voice that I do when I'm joking, when I'm like, you better get in that kitchen. That is more of the temperament in some of those places over there where it's extremely traditional. It is, you better get in the kitchen. And I'm not down with that. Not
like
down.
I am down with you pay for things and you open my doors, but
no,
when it's my turn, no, I'm not down with that.
You're not telling me with like this, like you better. That does not make any sense. Because you have a vagina, you should be in the kitchen. No, that is insane.
This doesn't make any sense. You have a penis, so you should pay for everything.
No, I didn't say that made sense either. But just because of a vagina does not mean that I have to be in the kitchen. Sorry.
So
no, but here's the thing. You cannot tell me that I have to. And see, now you're going back. You've never said that before. So because you have a vagina, Freddie, should we be in the kitchen?
No, that's not. You said that.
I'm asking you.
No, you said that. What I'm saying, I'm in response. I'm saying, so I have a penis, so then I have to open the door for you.
You can do whatever you like or don't like. And if that person is okay with it, then there you go, Freddie.
Exactly.
If you'd like to be in the kitchen, you can be in the kitchen. If you'd like to be at work providing and doing other things, you can do that too.
Exactly. You can do whatever you want.
Just do that. You can.
But my thing is, you can do whatever you want. Just know that there are consequences for all of your actions, good and bad. Consequences, good and bad. Consequences are good and bad. If you're a woman and you like, okay, boom, I know my place. I'm gonna be in the kitchen. I'm gonna be cooking you up a
I
meal,
know
and
my place. You are so antiquated in your comments. I swear to God. This is why my friends act how they act. This is why. Freddie is
look,
if you know your place and you in the kitchen.
how do I go to a slave now? What? How do I become a slave? Oh, I became a slave that fast. No, I mean, so what? So the thing is what I'm saying is like, if a woman said that, then she can expect for the man to know his place. Like, okay, I'm in the
No.
kitchen cooking up. Make sure you know your place, and make sure that in the house I have what I need to cook up. Make sure when I open the refrigerator, there's food and things for me to cook up. Because if not, then I'm not in the kitchen. You got to know your place. Everybody know their place because everybody got a
Now
place.
it's everybody knows their place. If you are into these traditional roles, and I think that's wonderful. Like knock yourself
But
out.
that's what I mean by consequence. That's what I mean by there are consequences for every action. So if that's what you're doing, then you have those consequences that'll follow you. But if you're the woman like, no, I ain't got to do that if I want to. I'm my own woman. I'm independent. This, that, and the third. Then there
Why
are
is it so
consequences for that.
extreme? Why is it so extreme? You
I'm
know?
talking about the two. Because you have to quantify the whole argument, right? You got to go from one extreme to one. You got to set the boundaries. That's what when you set boundaries, you set what's top, bottom, left, right. It
Okay.
can't go any further than that, right? So that's what I'm doing. So there are consequences for every action. Whatever you want to do, totally fine. You want to be Miss Independent. You don't need no man. Don't open my doors. I can do what I want. Like, no, I ain't got no place. Also, with that, you pay for the dates.
Yeah,
You
but
buy the trips.
it's not that vibe.
You fly me out. Or we go Dutch. I fly myself out. You fly yourself out. Meet me out there.
That word just grosses me out.
What?
Dutch.
Oh, right, right, right. See how that work? See how that work?
It grosses me out. I don't like it.
I
Both
bet it
can
does.
exist.
But
Both can
let's
exist.
hop into it. Section number 1.
All right, let's hop into it, Frederick. Oh my God, TikTok. I just got your text, Freddie. TikTok. You know, because Freddie was running late, you guys. So he was just like, "Oh, I'm hurrying."
6 minutes turned into 10 minutes, turned into 15
Freddie,
minutes.
Freddie, I did my best.
Ready?
Okay.
Ready?
Sorry, I'm a working woman doing my thing. Okay.
Oh
Living my
Lord, then you gonna try to pull that on me?
life.
like we both wasn't rushing. But no, go ahead. The first, bring in the first.
What do you mean? You said you were bringing it up, Freddie.
Tell the people what it is.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were.
You want me to do it? Like you want me just to do everything? No.
I want you to do everything because you are the man, and I'm going to sit here and wait for you to open the door of my life, Freddie. That's what I'm going to do.
Touche.
Okay.
Touche.
The first clip that we're bringing up is this. I got to learn this guy's name. I don't know his name, but he goes around asking young women. I don't know. I haven't seen him interview very many young men, but there's a lot of young women. So the question he's asking is, what toxic trait do you actually enjoy? And I found this interview to be extremely fascinating, also really sad. And the way that some of these Gen Zers speak, like it really hurts my ears a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, just a little bit. It hurts my ears. But it's the way that everyone is glamorizing toxic behavior, which I absolutely get. I totally get. It is funny at times, going through these relationships and doing these things. However, the things that these girls like, I'm not going to lie, one of them is something I don't mind myself. To be fair, just one of them. But some of them are really bad. They're really, really bad. And the one that I like kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense. Okay.
So but before we play this, do you have an answer to this question? What's the toxic trait you like?
Yeah, I know the answer.
What's the toxic trait you like?
I don't think we should talk about what I like. I think we should play the video and then we'll get into it.
All right, let's. So I watched it and we can get into it. What I say is all of them is like I get it. I'm not really tripping on what they're saying, but one of them is like, hold on, wait. She is a red flag, red light siren.
Oh,
He
okay.
a Jezebel. Let's watch it.
Something toxic that you like.
When they tell me to shut up, puts you in your place. It's just hot, like
Hey, what's something toxic that you like?
being a little abusive. When he get real jealous, when he see me talking to another boy, he take it out on me. So
Hey, what's something toxic that you like?
I like when people don't let me leave.
Hey, what's something toxic that you like?
When my man choked me out when we arguing.
Hey, what's something toxic that you like?
I like
What?
causing a scene in public so I can embarrass you. Like,
Hey, what's something
Like-
toxic that you like?
I like when my dude yell at me a little bit,
Hey, what's something toxic that you like?
when they're controlling, tell me what I can and can't do.
Mine's when he gets into fights with other guys.
Oh yeah,
You can fight? Okay.
yeah, I came with him.
Hey, what's something toxic that you like?
I like to manipulate people. Sometimes when I know that their emotions are easily manipulated.
Stay safe, America. Ronald G, Channel 2 News, reporting.
Wow. I mean, I will just start by saying there are a couple in here that I don't I get why a woman would find this attractive or find this alluring in a way. But the one where the woman said that she would want to be choked out, it's really sad. I mean, you want to be choked out during an argument? That sounds like a lot of childhood trauma that we are turning into this sort of funny thing. But if she took a moment to dig deeply into that and do some therapy, I do not think that that's a good thing. Now, the one where he puts you in your place as a woman of the world, I don't mind a little bit of Drea. We're not doing that, and that's that. I don't mind a teeny bit of that because, I mean, to be fair, it's probably for the best for me anyway. Because if you
This coming from the same woman who don't tell me to get in the kitchen.
No, that stands. Do not tell me to get in the kitchen like that. Like my food better be ready. No, I don't think so. But if you're like, babe,
I think there's an angle for that. To be honest,
there's a what?
There's an angle for that to happen, and you like.
I
Let me get my ass in the kitchen.
I don't know. You have to be pretty smooth, but I don't think so. Like if there's any
I can see it.
that I better wash your clothes and I better do this, we're probably better off not together. But if it's like coming from a place of, like, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm losing my words. Of appreciation and vice versa. And I always say these things on both sides, not just on my side. But if this is coming from a place of appreciation anyway, Freddie, then I'm fine with it. And then also the girl saying the guy that can fight. When I was in college, that was mildly attractive because you're like, ooh, okay. Because there's something about seeing the testosterone. But, now that I'm older, I hear that and it sounds a little bit silly because I don't want a grown man fighting other grown men because I think it's very juvenile. But the one that was controlling where a guy's like, where are you? I understand how that could be a little attractive back in the day. Not now. Don't ask me all these questions. I will ask you, though. No, that was a joke. But anyway, yeah, this is sad. Some of this is sad. And then the way that these women are speaking, it just makes me sad for this generation. Everybody ended their whole sentence with like. It's like, I don't know what's happening in the world. That's my take on it.
But you didn't tell us what the toxic trait that you like.
I did say it. It was.
Oh, you
when the
said
girl said
putting you into your place.
Yeah. Putting you in your place
Okay.
a little bit. Yeah. I don't mind a little of that, but a little bit.
What I will say is what I saw the first red flag. I saw two of them. That was like one of the little one was a huge one. The little one was the one where she was like the toxic trait she like is when she embarrassed him in public. Like what? Like that I don't get. I'm like that is a supreme hell no. Like you embarrass me in public? You embarrass me in public? Oh, man, you got something on your hands. If I don't immediately cut you off, if you don't immediately get like sliced, and it's just like, where are you? Why haven't I heard from you? Like you do that, it's immediate. Like it's more. If I like, you probably don't want that because I would totally delete you out of my life if you embarrass me in public, and I see you doing it on purpose. Oh yeah. Outside of that, like I said, we're going to definitely have a conversation, and you're going to know at the end, like, I probably should never do this to him ever again if I'm going to be around him. I should never do this. So that's the first one. I was like,
that Freddie looks like. Like, what's that Freddie look like? We never got into it like that, but I'm
And
curious.
that means red. Like that's the crazy thing. Like it was this one chick I know that we was friends, and she was like,
Story time.
she felt like I needed to get mad because she felt like I was holding in anger and that wasn't healthy for me. And I was just like, no, like I just don't get mad like that because
Oh, yeah,
I
you
don't.
don't get mad like that.
Yeah, because it's like there's no reason for me to get mad because I can leave. I know that I can leave at any moment. So the only time I get mad is if I can't leave the situation. So if I'm dating you, yeah, you have the propensity to get me mad because I can't just leave the situation. So
I mean,
that's
I've heard you a little bit perturbed and irritated, but I don't know if I've heard you mad. Your
Yeah.
voice changes when you get yeah. All right. I'm like, oh, okay, he got attitude.
And then a lot of times, like if it's business, if it's like I'm doing business and we're doing business, and I feel like you're not like you're trying to hurt me, you're trying to take money out of my pocket, then it's like, or just in life, like I feel like you're trying to hurt somebody I love, like you're trying to hurt me, especially me. Like I feel like you're trying to do something to me, and it's like, hey, what's up? We got to figure this out now, today, right here, right now, because we can't go no further. That's times I get mad. Other than that, I'm chilling. Like, okay, well, I don't care. Whatever. I'll
Very
just
sad
fall
you.
back.
Very sad. My mom is that way. She just
Yeah,
does
my
everything
fallback game
wrong.
is crazy. My fallback
Yeah,
game
my
is crazy.
mom's
Yeah.
fallback game is crazy. My mom does not let anything bother her. I mean, it blows my mind the things that this woman can hear and go, oh well. And I'm like, okay. Well, I'm gonna go have a panic attack. I'll call you back.
Oh,
Yeah, but
but
these are sad. Some of these are really sad. Choking me out. Like what are we doing? What is
I mean,
happening?
like that I can see with, but because also I remember and I'm keeping in mind that they're all young, so they all kind of like don't really like when you get older. When you become older women, you know how to really place these things. So, like choking out, like I've been with chicks, and it's like they might have pissed me off in the moment, and then like I said, it's like I'm with you, and I can't go anywhere. So you may feel and see some of my anger. So one time I was dating this one chick, and she wouldn't. We was in the bedroom, and she was like saying something. She wouldn't let me leave, and I was like, look, and I just kind of like, man, I grabbed her by her shoulders. I was like, man, what is wrong with you? Like, if I'm gonna leave this room, I'm gonna leave this damn room. Like, you move your monkey out of my way. And I grabbed her by her shoulders and like kind of shook her real quick and held her, and she kind of like lifted up a little bit, and I did that. She was like. She did all like that and was like, ooh, and then she just jumped on me. I was like, man, stop. Like, I gotta be in the mood with you. Like, like you not, because she wasn't that sexually entwined to know how to bring me back to that place. Some women know how to do it. Some women know what they doing, and you can be mad, and they can bang, 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 bang. You be like, all right, okay, all right.
Okay, Freddie.
Right, get a little swabbing. Okay, a little swabbing.
Here we go.
Swab. But no, but the one that really was the red flag was at the end when old girl was like, she likes to manipulate people when she sees she can manipulate and all that. And that's like, ma'am, like that's the toxic trait. You like, that's you. I thought the question was, what does other people do that's toxic that you don't run away from that you like? Yeah, she's like, I'm like, B-word, this is you. Like, you are the devil. Like, this is beyond toxic. Like, that's insane. Like, I was like, oh my God.
Someone's gonna see that she knows and be like, girl, why you say all that?
Dude's gonna see that and be like, bet. I never.
They might be attracted to it. Or some men are going to see this and find those women or know those women and be like, okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do exactly that.
You probably think that, like the girl at the end who said that, dudes will see that, and if they, I mean, she wasn't like just cute like that, but say she had been cute, dudes will see her and just like, oh yeah, but I'm just beating the leave. Ain't no point in taking her serious. Like even if a dude might have thought like she cute, I want to take her serious. They see that, oh, I won't take her serious. I just beat and leave. I just blaze and dip. That's it. Like she just a one nighter. We just one and done her like Anthony Davis. We just one and done her and dip.
I mean, the energy around dating, I was talking about this with a friend yesterday, is so bad, and people are so disconnected, and everyone is just in situationships. Nobody wants to be in a relationship. Nobody wants to commit. Everyone's thinking about their other options. And so everything's just getting all messed up in terms of connection. I mean, I feel bad for the younger generation. Not that it's like great all around, but I do feel particularly bad for the Gen Zers, because I'm really interested to see how that's going to land in the next 50 years when they're like 50 years old or, 60 years old, what that family structure or like that connection will look like. It's going to be very different. And a lot of people are going to be single. A lot of people are going to be single. That's what I think.
Guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You on the YouTube, subscribe, hit the notification bell, get to our YouTube. Drea Mama, get off Facebook, go to our YouTube right now. I don't want to hear it. Do it now.
Mom, do you have Facebook? I don't even know if my mom has it. She might.
Yeah, she on Facebook. She just commented from Facebook.
I mean, I said YouTube, not Facebook.
Yeah, no, she got YouTube. I see the subscribers.
Oh,
yeah.
Already got
So, but to your comment, what you just said, Gen Zers, I just read an article that said that right. I just read the article and it said the birth rate just dropped to its lowest level like in the past like 20-30 years. And so the thing is that is not a good thing. That's a very bad thing, because the birth rate drops too low. You have all these older people that need to be supported by public services that the younger people got to work for, but there aren't enough younger people to prop that up. But the whole way this world works is each generation you're supposed to have more people. The birth rate's supposed to incrementally every year be higher. So you can prop up those older people that are relying on public services who can't work anymore, all these types of things. Because what will happen is what China is looking at. China, they implemented that whole thing where you can only have 2 children.
Yep.
Remember that back in the 90s? Yeah, you can only have 2 children. If you have more than that, then, like at the hospital, they would abort the child and whatever. So then you have a lot of people only having 1 child, and some people having no children, just like, okay, we're just not going to deal with it. Now China's, their demographic is like crazy top heavy. They got a bunch of old people, not enough young people, and they're facing an economic crisis right now.
Oh, in China?
Yes. And that is why in China has now they've been branching out to primarily Africa. Chinese have been investing heavily into Africa. Just about every African country you go into, you'll see randomly a bunch of Chinese people. When before you didn't. Now you will see a lot. Even in America, actually. Matter of fact, it was a famous hotel here that is now shut down. It was like when it went under, Chinese people bought the building. But it was a big thing because it was one of the most, if anybody out there, you Google it, it's one of the most popular New York hotels. It's now owned by Chinese people. Chinese people are investing heavily outside of the country because you have to diversify your income and get outside the country, because the economic outlook in China is dire, because you have so many old people, not enough young people to prop up those old people that are relying on public services. So that, to your point, Gen Zers, it's like, what are they going to do? You know what I mean? Like, because, it's being preached to have babies older, i.e.,
I mean, I was actually very excited for her having a baby at 43. Yay, Ashanti. And look, I get what you're saying, but this is amazing. And I think and then I thought about what you said about when people are doing things like this in the celebrity world. And so then people who aren't celebrities then go, I can have a baby later. Look, Ashanti had a baby at 43. Not thinking about the resources and things that Ashanti has to maybe like check some of these things, make these things happen. Maybe she froze her eggs. I don't really know what the situation is. I actually thought Ashanti already had children. But I was very excited to see this. It actually is a great segue for our next topic we're talking about. But yeah, Ashanti, 43, this is becoming way more common now. It's like 40 plus is seemingly, or late 30s to have children, go work, live your life, explore, travel. But yes, on the back end, if less people are having children, and yes, more people just do not want to have children. Like more people are saying, no, I'm good. No, I'm good. I don't want to have children. I was talking to a guy, he was 49 years old, and it didn't seem like he had any interest in ever having children. And I actually thought he already had children. And he was like, yeah, I'm open to it, but I'm not really, I don't need it. Because he was a coach, and, He just felt like he got that fulfillment in a different way. And so a lot of people are now just absolutely okay being alone or having babies at 43. But I'm happy for Ashanti and Nelly. Yay.
I mean, and I think to what you said, that people don't understand, like Ashanti, and then she had a baby with Nelly. You know what I mean? Cornell Hayes, who is part owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers, he has a wealth of resources. She has a wealth of resources, and people see this and it's like, I can do it too. And they just want to be like, no, you can't.
That was
stop.
a very astute point that you made. I will ring the bell for that, Freddie, because that was at the time a very astute point. Because yeah,
At the
I
time.
mean, it still rings true, but yes, it will definitely make some people think about the fact that, yeah, like I'm going to wait. And I feel like a lot of these Gen Zers are waiting. But on the subject of waiting, our topic that we were going to be talking about. Oh, Freddie, can you bring it up or do you want me to bring it up?
You talking about the which? Because you said I don't know which clip you talking about.
Oh, I guess we're just gonna go and find it this way. Here we are. Yay! Okay, so we have actress Yvette Nicole Brown hopes her engagement at 52 is a testimony for other women still possible. I don't know if she was previously married, but it says an exclusive sneak peek shared with People. The community actress and her soon-to-be husband discussed their upcoming nuptials on Getting Grilled with Curtis Stone. I would love for a 40-something or 50-something woman to see this story and go, okay, it's right for me to wait for the right one, or to not just marry whoever, and not just to marry whoever asked me the first time if I don't feel it. It is still possible, Brown says. So, just because you're a certain age, this is true though. This is very true. Just because you are a certain age doesn't mean that it's not possible to get married. Now, I will speak to what Freddie said. This is not the rule. This is definitely like the exception. But people do still get married later, but I don't know if it's always happening, like this. It's not like every day someone's getting married at 52, but maybe now more people will be getting married a lot later. And from like what I understand right now, when you say marriage to a guy, like the energy that they have around the word, it's so crazy just because of how things are set up in America. A lot of men don't really even want to get married, which in turn is causing people also to not want to have children. So it's just like this domino effect thing that's happening. Men feel slighted. Women feel slighted. Everybody's at a standstill with their arms folded like, well, you do it. Or you do it. Well, I guess we're just going to stand here. And then there's no babies. And then people are figuring out later, 40 plus, like, okay, let's just, figure this thing out because I don't want to be alone when I'm old and gray.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would definitely echo a lot of that. People, I don't think that this should be like I'm all a proponent of finding your person and getting married, whatever age that is. I'll never be like, oh, the Yvette Nicole Brown made a mistake and this, that, and the third. Like, no, I'm happy for she got married. Boom. But, my thing is, I always like to speak to the masses, like generally speaking, like that should not be like in the back of your mind, like, hey, I'll get married at 52. Because what will happen, and I guarantee a lot of young women, in their 20s, early 30s will see this and be like, oh, well, she got married at 52. Okay, I can wait and get married when I'm like 50. That's in the cards for me. That's on the table. Not understanding the likelihood is so low. It's so low finding a quality man that you would want, that's gonna add to your life, that's gonna probably lead you all these types of things that you want when you're a 50-year-old woman. That's very rare. Like you're looking for a very specific man. And I'm actually trying to look up her. She married a guy named Anthony Brown. He's an actor.
Oh, so she was previously married before. And the thing also that we have to take into account, I do think it's possible. I'm not going to sit up here and say it's not possible. I think that the structure and dynamic of relationships are just ever changing right now. Again, I don't know where that's going to end up, but I do think we are going to be seeing more families and more marriages later in life, like we just are. So this could become the norm. This is absolutely possible. I don't know if it will, because there are still some traditional people, but also we have to take into account that Yvette Nicole Brown is in different circles. She's in Hollywood. She's an actress. She's getting access to people and things that the average person is not getting access to, which makes these things more likely and possible, as well as Ashanti and Nelly.
So Yvette Nicole Brown is 52.
Oh
The
gosh,
man she married,
40?
huh?
Is he 40?
No.
Oh,
Hell
gosh,
no.
what?
The man I'm doing the calculations in my head. The man she married is 72.
Who?
That's what we got. Anthony Davis was born on, unless it's a different Anthony Davis, this is an actor, born in 1952.
Wait, hold on, Freddie. You're talking about who she was previously married to.
She said she announced her engagement December 13th, 2023, right?
Okay, yeah.
To Anthony Davis, actor Anthony Davis.
No, Freddie, that has to be somebody else, because this guy is clearly not the guy she's with in this photo. Is the guy? He's not 72. Is that what you're
Just
talking about?
because you with him in the photo, that don't mean that he would be
Freddie,
wrong all the time.
Okay, Freddie, now you're sounding crazy. Freddie, you guys, this is how Freddie's gonna be when he's like an old man. Wait, what are you talking about? This is the guy she's getting married to.
How old is he?
He's not 72, Freddie.
He's born in 52. If somebody born in
No,
1952, how old is he?
this guy is not born in 52.
How old is he? You tell me then.
You got the wrong guy. You got the wrong guy.
That's the wrong actor, Anthony Davis.
Okay. I do not think that you are correct. You guys, if you're watching,
I'm literally Googling it, and it has it on his IMDb page. You know about IMDb.
I know about IMDb. Her fiance, Anthony Davis. Okay. Soon to be husband. Let's look it up on People. Maybe People will have the accurate
look it up.
age. Because
Look
they
it up,
definitely
man.
have to have his age on here.
Look it up. Let's see.
72. What's wrong with you, Freddie? I mean, come on, look at the photo.
I'm just telling you what I saw.
That is a mistake. I don't know what it is. He's probably in his 40s.
71. It says on IMDb he is 71. Listen, unless this is a different.
Okay, you guys, you can clearly see that this man is not 71. He is clearly not 71. If he's 71, then I'm very happy for her, and he just found the fountain of youth.
You reneged quick on it. If he's 71, I will be happy for her. I'm happy.
I
for her.
will gladly be 71 and trying to get married. But I from what I can see in this photo, she looks younger than him. I mean, older than him.
I'm saying look up him. His name is Anthony Davis, and he's an actor.
I wonder, I'm assuming that's how they met, because that's how all of these people meet. Anthony Davis, actor. If anyone in the comments or anyone watching can find this out, please let us know. Because
that's what I'm saying. Like, how old is he?
Freddie, he's probably in his late 40s.
So you saying he's younger than her?
100%. He's younger than her. 1,000%. No one's even saying his age. All they're doing is blasting how old she is, which I find very fascinating. The 52-year-old actress announced her engagement. That's all you see.
Yeah, because the thing is it's like women, just live your life and share everything you do, share your body and live your life. And
nobody said share your body, Freddie. Nobody's saying share your body.
So stay a virgin. Stay a virgin until you 52 and then get married.
Here's the thing, Freddie. If you are having sex outside of marriage, it's okay. All right. It doesn't mean that you're a whore. It doesn't mean that you're going to have a bunch of bodies on you just because you partake in sexual acts and you're not married. It's totally fine. And you can still get married. Oh my God. Now you're going to the space of you got to be a virgin. I cannot with you. I cannot. Get out of here.
Actually, I sent you a video talking about it. Did you see it?
What? No, I did not see it, Freddie. Would you like to pull it up? Yeah, I
Mm.
can't find the exact
Mm.
age. If you guys can find it, please let us know. But for the record, he's not 72. We know that. This man is not 72.
I
Which
don't
is
know,
not
man.
possible. Like, not even close to possible. Freddie is still hooked on this. But anyway, guys, so yeah, things are changing. It is what it is. And I just find that the more we do this podcast, the more I think about relationship dynamics. You know, there are going to be situations that are just different. And I will always stick with this. There is not one way to do things. Okay. There just isn't. Now, if you love that more traditional lifestyle, that's great. I do think there's something to be said for, you know, certain dynamics, like from my own individual preference. But, you know, whatever works for you works for you. Because I've definitely spoken with people who have no interest in these things. They live their lives, they meet someone, you know, these things come up and they figure it out as they go. It's not necessarily like, oh, you have to, and you have to do X, Y, and Z. So I'm happy for her, but this man is not 72. And so we can move on.
So, but what I do want to say is you mentioned earlier a comment she made. Okay, I would love for a 40-something, 50-something woman to see this story and go, okay, it's right for me to wait for the right one or not, or to not just marry whoever asked me first if I don't feel it. It is still possible. One, you don't want to, that should not be your vetting process for a mate, the way you feel. That's number one. Like, because we know our feelings are like as fickle as the wind. Like, it go up, down, left, right. Like, it be all over the place. That's one. And two, I don't like the fact of like the commenting on like, oh, women, you can wait, you got all your life. Like, also add, I feel like she should add the part of like, ladies, like in your 20s, be intentional about if you want to be married and you want a family, like be intentional about that in your mid late 20s, early 30s. Be intentional about the men that you meet and the relationships that you're building. Don't like just be frivolous and just be living your life and not intentional at all, and then be looking around at 40 like, oh, okay, where am I at?
I don't
'Cause,
think
like,
they can hear it, Freddie. I don't think women in their 20s can hear that. I really don't. I think it's like it just falls
I mean,
on deaf ears.
no, but the thing is it's about each one teach one. It's not about like, can everybody hear? Like, are there some women who can't hear it, not gonna listen? Cool, fine, of course. But there are some women who are listening. Some women who look up to her.
Sure.
Some
Yeah.
women who look up to you. Women who look up to all types of women, and you give that good piece of advice. As long as at least one woman, like, you know what? Let me be intentional about this. Let me be intentional about finding that man, so on and so forth. You did a good job. It's not about changing the minds of 100,000 women. That shouldn't be
No,
the
I'm just
goal.
saying, no, that shouldn't be the goal. And I get what you're saying. I'm just saying, I think the majority of women, especially in their 20s, getting messaging like this and the way that things are set up and people not really wanting to commit, nobody really wants to get married, not really thinking about having children. All of these dynamics are leading to very dysfunctional trauma bonding, just terrible dynamics in relationships. And so, yeah, around late 30s, 40s, everyone's starting to like kind of click on to like, oh my God, what have I been doing? And I think one thing you did say that I think is important is that, you know, focusing on, and I'm changing your words a little bit, but I think focusing on not how you feel, but like compatibility. I wish that was something I would have been more astute to, like earlier in life, not focusing on the chemistry, like, oh, I got butterflies in my stomach, but like focusing on like, what are their values? What do they want in their life? What do they like? What lights them up? Like, how do they function? How do they communicate? And not just like, oh my God, he's cute. I need to continue trying to make this relationship work because I like the way he looks or whatever. Like, I feel all these things, but like, do I really know this person? And I think that that's what people get really caught up in, is not deciphering between compatibility and then chemistry, and knowing which one to go further with and which one will create more stability in your life.
100%. Yeah, duty. Like I say all the time, love is duty. Like, what is somebody going to do? Like, you know, not just the state of being. You're just in a relationship and you make this person feel this way. They feel this way. Butterflies. That's that Disney movie stuff that we've been bamboozled with. It comes down to duty. Like, what is this person going to do for you? What are they going to do in their lives? And so when I talk about a man being the leader, leading you, and that man leading you, and you submitting to that man and submitting to the plan, and you guys coming together and building a company, aka getting married. When I say that, when I say that, I'm speaking about the duty aspect, because so when you're a woman and you're wanting a man and you wanting to get married, when you look at the duty aspect, like what is he going to do for you, with you, and by you? When you're looking at what he's going to do, then you understand what type of leader he is, and then you understand, like, okay, this is a man I want to lead me. Because as a woman, you have to choose the man you want to lead you. You don't have to just pick any man off the shelf, like, okay, lead me. Like, no, is this man going this route, and what is he going to do for me, by me, and to me? What is he going to do in all those different arenas? And then you see, like, all this matches up with where I'm trying to go, and there's a coalescing there for a leadership thing to happen. So then when you get under his tutelage, when you submit to him, get under his mission, it's seamless. It's like, okay, it's like working. When you find a job you want to do, you never work a day in your life, right?
That's very true. That's how I felt this whole week when I was doing my sideline reporting job. I love it. I love it. It does not feel like work at all. Not even in the slightest.
Same thing. You find a man who you know what he's going to do to you, for you, and by you. Then you're like, oh yeah, leave me all day long. Yes, honey. Yeah. Hey guys, my man is leader. I submit, and I'm living my best life.
It's semantics. And also, Freddie, on the subject back of the Gen Zers, that energy and that mindset around gender being just a societal construct that we've made up is also very prevalent right now. And so people are doing away with all roles. And there's a lot of people going Dutch and saying, it doesn't matter X, like you said earlier, just because you have a penis doesn't mean that you have to open the door, And so all of these things are just, people are trying to wash all that away and say, hey, we're all the same and equal and all these. Look at your face. I can't. So I just say that because I'm like, what is going to happen later with this?
Have you seen the thing that went viral? Like, somebody took a picture. Apparently it was on Fox News or something like that. But it was they did a story. There's apparently people can identify as a season.
Freddie, what are you talking about?
Look, I don't know how true this is. Like, some people be like, Fox. The crazy, this the funny thing about it. Like, people saw us on Fox News. They be like, oh, that's funny. You can't believe that. But then people will believe just a picture, like a picture, a meme. A meme will say something. People will believe it. Be like, oh, look. Oh, this about to happen. Russia took the money from Ukraine. And it'd be just a picture, no source, no nothing. And I see it all the time online. People just believe pictures, just believe random videos that they're true. But then somebody posts a picture from Fox News and like, oh, that ain't true. That ain't true. That ain't correct. It's Fox News. That ain't correct. Whether or not, I'm not saying it is or it ain't. I'm just saying what I saw. Let me Google this. Because apparently you don't have to identify as a gender no more. You can identify as, you mean. Growing number of young people now
identify as gender season. Okay, this is from the Western Journal. Just when it seemed that the infinite proliferation of alternate genders could not get any more absurd, the bowels of TikTok have belched forth another false identity to mislead and confuse America's kids. Again, I just Googled this and this came up. So this is just me reading it all neutrally. Now, in addition to non-binary, agender, two-spirit, trigender, and other even more absurd fake genders, gender season has begun gaining ground among the poor confused souls on TikToks. Wow. Gender season is a xenogender that is connected to more than one season. It can be all seasons or just a few, and it might or might not be fluid. I mean, this doesn't even feel real. Like this feels like it's not real. Like what is happening? And listen, again, I do not know anything about this. I'm saying this neutrally with an inquisitive nature. Oh, are these all the hashtags? Okay. All right. I guess that's what we're doing now. It's gender season or season identifying.
Well,
I'm so confused.
to be really neutral, like it sounds like this article is slanted a way against it. I pulled up the website LGBTQ Nation, which would obviously be for it. Their topic. Hold on. Let's see. Present. Yeah, their topic is saying they're talking about the Fox News thing, and they're saying Fox News is now claiming that young people can identify as seasons. They made it up. You see right here. So this article is saying that Fox News made it up. Now,
okay.
but I'm trying to skim through it. I haven't seen if it says that is false. Like that is something that's they're saying Fox News made that up.
I hope they did. I really hope that they made up. I don't even understand the genesis of that. Like, where in a world would I say I am Summer and that is how I identify my gender? Like, I don't get it. I mean, if I was a season, what would I be?
I feel like you would be you would be Summer in the Bay Area. You would be June in the Bay Area.
Wow, that's very specific, Freddie. That's very specific. June in the Bay Area. Okay.
Yes, Summer there is all over the place.
Oh, lovely. Thank you for that. Thank you. Hi, Victoria. Hi, cousin. This is very interesting to me. I do not understand, and it's not for me to understand, but everyone, we only have a short time on this planet. So if you'd like to identify as a season,
there you go. Yeah. I don't know, because I will be confused, and I will surely offend you because I will not remember. So just bear with me if you do that, because I will definitely forget. But before we leave, we would be remiss if we didn't mention today Kendrick Lamar dropped his diss track back to Drake. It's called Euphoria.
Can you give us a little a backstory on this, Freddie? Because I saw some things. I'm a little out of the loop in terms of.
Okay, so the thing is, real quick, it kind of goes back to. Drake took Kendrick and A$AP Rocky on tour with him at his early tour. And he actually raps about it in 9 a.m. in Calabasas. If you listen to 9 a.m. Calabasas, which was a diss track to Dusty, what up? It was a diss track to Puffy. He raps about how he took them on tour, and then they did the song, they did Poetic Justice together. But as time has went on, Drake, if you don't know this, Drake is king hot shot. He's king sneak diss. Like, so Drake, if you listen,
stuff?
Huh?
Does he even write his own stuff?
He apparently had a ghostwriter, but he said he had that was during If You're Reading It's Too Late, that album. It was a guy named Quentin Miller who apparently wrote like reference tracks for him to reference and help him with his rhymes.
I'm asking that neutrally. I really did not know.
But apparently he does now. But at one point in time, one album he didn't. But okay. Drake is the king of sneak disses. So if you go back since Poetic Justice up until now, there's a video by a guy named Where's the Dirt. That's his channel, YouTube channel. Shout out to Where's the Dirt. He does a video talking about chronicling the whole thing, and he points out all the sneak disses that Drake has made over the years. And it kind of came to a head when Kendrick Lamar came out with the Control verse, where he went at every rapper in the game. A lot of rappers took it like in stride, like hey, he mentioned me, I must be good. Drake is the only rapper that felt a way about it. Drake felt the way when he heard it.
He got in his feelings. I love that about Drake. He's a little emotional being.
Hey, that's what happened when you raised by a single mom. Your dad wasn't there.
Oh, only men that are emotional are raised by a single mom.
No. That's not what I said. I said he will,
exactly what you said.
Men who did not have a father figure, you'll find that they will get in their feelings and they will act out of their feelings. Their feelings, like anybody, really, any man or woman. Like
red pill, Freddie. You took the red pill? Yeah.
I mean, look at Drake. Like,
no, I'm just asking as an aside. Did you took the red pill?
No, I took the black pill. But Drake he got in his feelings. He felt the way, and so as it went on, he would throw like little sneak disses, and it came to a head when he just did First Person Shooter on his last album with J. Cole, and then they actually mentioned Kendrick's name in that, but they didn't diss him, but they mentioned his name. But what they did was they said they're the big three. But then J. Cole and Drake kept saying that they're number one, but in their rhymes, they kept saying, like, I'm looking at J. Cole and he's my equal, but they kept leaving out Kendrick Lamar. So basically saying Kendrick Lamar is number 3 and they're fighting for number 1.
This is giving high school.
I mean, it's sneak dissing. It's throwing, this is like, okay, it's putting 2 and 2 together to say like, okay, like this is a sneak diss. But hip hop is competitive. It's a competitive sport. It's like who's number 1, and it's always the case. And so Kendrick heard that, he dropped a song called, he featured on a Future song called Like That, and then he shot directly at the boys. And then it was on. And then Drake had enough. He dropped his track, which everybody thought was AI at first. Drake dissed Future. He dissed Metro Boomin. He dissed Kendrick primarily. He dissed The Weeknd and The Weeknd's manager. He skipped over A$AP Rocky. A$AP Rocky dissed Drake, but he just skipped over A$AP Rocky.
Oh, maybe there's a reason for that. Auntie Lisi, the red pill is when you basically hate women. So I'm just kidding. But it's very intense masculine energy. That's what it is. You can look it up, Aunt Lisi. Look up the red pill. Did you take the red pill? My auntie's very confused about it. I'm just kidding. It doesn't mean you hate women, but it's close. You basically blame women for everything. That's the red pill. And on that note, my friends.
Wrong. I do not blame women for everything. I speak to the topic. So when I speak to men, men be making mistakes.
I wasn't even saying you. I'm just saying. It's just, See how that feels? Doesn't that feel so fun? All right, guys.
Well, how was it?
When you say it's not about you, I was just speaking generally.
Oh no, you be doing something different. Like, guys, go back to our first 3 episodes.
Yeah, that's okay.
You will see angry Drea.
That's because Freddie used to get on my freaking nerves. Now I'll just let it roll.
I'm gonna go back and clip that and make that one of our.
No, we don't need to do that, Freddie. We're good. Thank you.
We need some blast from the past clip.
Thank you guys so much for joining us this lovely Tuesday evening. We will be back next Tuesday, 6 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will see you then. Freddie.
Peace. Don't get like, comment, subscribe. Go to our YouTube right now and subscribe to our stuff, man. Stop playing with us. Thank you, Auntie Felicia. You're on our YouTube. Shout out to you. If you're not on our YouTube, forget you. I don't like you no more. Go to our YouTube, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And we out.
Hi, Auntie Vicky. Bye.